Hello, it's Sunde from Sunde White Industries, and first I want to say that there's weird lighting on my face because the sun is like at a weird time frame. I don't know why it's doing this, but I'm gonna call it artsy. And anyway, my name's Sunde with Sunde White Industries, and today I want to talk about your actual career age, which we're gonna do some career math, which means I think a lot of us have this experience, I'm sure we all do, where you're on Instagram or you're just like reading an article about like an amazing young like writer or illustrator or whatever, and you're like, I am such a failure and they're so successful, they're like 5 years younger than me or 10 years younger than me, and you can get really judgy about your age. But I want to just really, I talk about this a lot, but we're all on our own schedules. But I thought what would be nice is if we do some math so that we can actually calculate our real age career-wise. So like, for instance, what if you had a baby at like 18 and you just were like, oh my God, I'm 18, I'm having a baby, but I'm like doing it. Obviously, you're going to have some setbacks with like your career. Like it's gonna be harder to find childcare, you maybe go to school later, and that's like great. So like maybe your age is 29 right now, which you're still so young, but like let's say you're 29 and you need to take 10 years off your career age because you had a baby, recovered, you didn't end up being able to go to school, or you just can't have to do everything a little bit slower at your own pace. So let's say you take off 8 to 10 years. So your actual age career-wise is like 19. Oh my God, how exciting. That means you're just starting out. You're like gonna have a fresh, amazing career. So like, let's say you immigrated from another country and you had to like in junior high school or elementary school, and you had to learn a new language, get settled in, learn a new culture, and so that kind of slowed you down as far as like being able to figure out like where you're at and everything. So like maybe you're 36 now, but because of that sort of slower start in the beginning, like how about take off 6 years because you just kind of got a slower start acclimating. So you're actually 30, which is amazing. Wow, congratulations. Or like, let's say me, like, I'm not making excuses, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest, spent my whole 20s just like surfing and not really focusing that well. I had a side business. I had a plant care business and I did art on the side, but I was not at all focused. So I spent 10 years just surfing when I should have been maybe building my career, maybe 12 years doing that. Anyway, plus like I had sort of a weird upbringing where I was on my own really, really early, and that was really hard to figure out, get my bearings and get a support system that I think a lot of people normally have. So I'm gonna take off like 15 years. Let's be cool, and like I'll take off like 13 years. So like really I'm more like in my 30s career-wise. So I'm like killing it right now for being in my 30s. And so I think you get the picture that you're going to take your own personal life experiences. What if you have a disability? What if you're taking care of a parent or a loved one that just needs extra help? What if school's not right for you? That's my case too. Like school's like freaks me out. So I didn't go to school. So that probably like, maybe I should take off a few more years. I'm like 29. So you have to do your own math, like whatever you know what your setbacks were, and subtract those setbacks from your actual age. And then when you see people and you're like all jealous of the 25-year-old who has like a 3-part book deal, which I'll get into it another time, why that's not necessarily the greatest thing in the world, and they have their own struggles. But you can release that and just be like, that's cool, because like my career age is 25 also, and I have like major things coming down the pike because like I'm now on that schedule. I'm exactly the same as what a 30-year-old would be. So let's honor our life experiences and where they've taken us and be really stoked and proud of ourselves for like going after our dreams and doing what we love, and we'll get there eventually. And to know that like at any age, like you can start fresh and do anything, because just like do your career math if you feel weird about it. Just be like, yeah, I raised like 4 kids and now I'm 57. And so that's the equivalent of being like 32 really in the career world. And that's means you're in a perfect place. So anyway, I want to thank my dogs for, even though they're in the room, for not making noises. And get out there, check my website, sundewhiteindustries.com. All my art's up there, and video games and all sorts of stuff is up there, and videos and stuff. And my Instagram is at Sunde White Industries. So you can follow me there and see what I'm up to. Have a great day. Go out there and make art, and go be awesome with your new career age.